I hate people assuming they can pay with Apple Pay. Welcome to Grumble Goat. I'm Veronique Hurley. This is a show about all the small things that drive Matt insane. This week, it's my grumble. Let's grumble. Could you imagine going to a restaurant and not having any way to pay for the check? Could you imagine walking into a store and not having any way to pay for the clothes that you were going to buy? I recently discovered that people have been relying very much on Apple Pay. They have all of their information on their phone, and then they don't have any physical representation of payment. Mind-blowing. I find this mind-blowing. And yes, I know that technology has advanced. And I know and I recognize that we're moving in this direction with AI and technology is really booming. And that's awesome. I think we should save the trees. I think that's all great. I don't understand what this trend is. I don't understand who convinced these people that they shouldn't have a physical card with them or they shouldn't have cash to carry with them just in case someone takes their phone. What if they leave their phone someplace? What if their phone dies? What if it breaks? What if I drop it? What if someone steals it? What do you do? Also, systems break down. I can't tell you how many times on a Saturday night the internet goes down, okay? So can you imagine if you can only pay through the internet and there is no internet, what are you gonna do? I feel like they advertise this to be a safer way to exchange money, but I don't think it is. I don't think it is. And I haven't done any research on the subject, but something tells me it's not safe. I mean, I don't even have my banking information on my phone. Sure, Venmo, of course. That's super easy. Also, isn't Apple like a phone store and a computer store? What the heck are they doing taking people's money? I mean, I recognize how silly that sounds, but that means they made a lot of money that they can make a credit card? I mean, or is this a totally different company? I don't think it's a totally different company. How big are we allowing these companies to be that they can just like be a credit card company? And is it a credit card company? Like, what is Apple Pay anyway? Guess I should do my research on that. I hate Apple Pay, and that's the grumble, because I don't trust it. I don't know what it is, and I don't want to know what it is. And that's the grumble.
Grumble, grumble, grumble.
What?
Grumble, 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 grumble. What's got your goat?
For the latter half of the show, we'll bring in my lesser half, Matt, for a pretentious look and a segment we call
What's got your goat?
Hey, gorgeous.
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing great. I'm having a perfectly pleasant day despite the gloomy weather.
Yeah, I woke up and it was a little rainy today.
It's October now.
It's October now. I know. I feel like the rain will help us with the wildfires that are coming our way.
Is our neighborhood threatened by a wildfire?
Well, from Canada.
Oh, okay.
I never clicked on the article, so I don't know when it's coming, but I guess we're getting some dusty fire dust coming our way.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is a wet dustiness.
Well, there's no dust. That's what I'm saying. I feel like the wetness helps.
Okay.
Right? Because it'd be denser.
Absolutely. I think some humidity is going to make the dust just drop.
Just drop. Yeah.
Yeah. I think we're good. And I'm not worried about wildfires.
Not here.
We'll hear about it before they come down this way.
Yeah, well, we did on ABC News.
Right.
Yeah. Via Instagram. Isn't that weird that we're finding our news from Instagram?
I think that's the product of the 21st century, you know, like this is the era we're in. We get information from social media.
Well, we get information from our phones. It seems like our phones store all this information. More and more people are finding new inventive ways to utilize that little computer in our pockets.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we use it for everything now.
Everything.
Yeah, I mean, I got my banking app, you know, I take care of my finances right on my phone.
You take care of your finances on your phone, huh?
Yeah, right.
So do you pay bills on your phone?
Do I pay bills on my phone? Yeah, I have an app for my motorcycle insurance.
Okay. Well, Venmo I'm familiar with
There's
keeping
Venmo.
that on your phone.
Yeah.
Right? That's
There's
easy.
also Zelle.
Zelle. Now,
Zelle.
Zelle is interesting because it takes it right out of your bank account.
Well, so does Venmo.
Sure, yes, but there's like a waiting period in Venmo unless you do the instant and pay a little fee.
Oh, no. Okay. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
To put it in your account. Yeah. They're like, we're going to take 3 days. Is that cool with you?
Yeah. And you're like, yeah, it's fine.
My favorite part about Venmo is they want it to be a social media. Like there's a wall there. There's a thread.
I think about that every time we exchange for the rent.
Okay. Yeah, it's weird because like you'll see, on Instagram, you see like pictures of what people ate, who people are out with, what restaurant they're at.
Yeah.
But then if you go to Venmo, like you can see the transaction where they shared
Paid
money
people.
with each other.
Yeah, I know. And I was like, oh, I guess Janelle went out to dinner with Gabby. You know what I mean?
Oh, so you do stalk people on the Venmo.
Well, when you open it, it shows it to you immediately, whether I'm looking or not.
Yeah,
right?
why does Venmo think it has to do that?
I don't know. It's fun though, because it's almost like a code, but you can't see what kind of drinks they had, because there's not enough emojis for that. There's not. There may be a martini glass, but I feel like it's just that daiquiri glass and a beer mug and champagne.
But that's what Instagram is for, to see what they were drinking.
Yeah. I mean, I would like margarita on there or...
This is why I say we have to redo the whole dollar system. We don't need stuffy old men on the dollars.
Okay.
We need some emojis, Let's have a poop emoticon as the $10 bill.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. But that's taking over Hamilton's spot. We should do that on like Andrew Jackson.
This is another weird byproduct of the musical Hamilton. Now, every time I see a $10 bill, it's an ad for the musical.
Oh, hilarious. But that's having physical payment, right? It's nice when you are able to make an exchange with something physical in your hand, isn't it?
It is nice to exchange something physical in my hand. What do you mean? What are you talking about?
It was my birthday this week.
Oh, shoot. I got you some. It's in the mail.
No, you already gave me your gifts. We celebrated on Monday.
We did celebrate on Monday.
And we went to an amazing restaurant.
And I gave real money.
Yes, that's the thing. When we went for dinner, we showed our appreciation with cash.
Right. Oh, that's right, because they didn't charge us anything.
Yeah, well, it's because I was being treated to dinner.
Yeah.
Anyway, when we normally go out to dinner, or anywhere rather, how do you pay? Like when we go to the Dwayne Reed and we need toilet paper.
Mostly I just steal.
No!
5-figure discount. I just grab and run.
No, you don't. And everything.
Ransack. That's why there's cages all over the Dwayne Reed now.
Don't get me started on the cages on the Dwayne Reed, okay? I literally was in the aisle yesterday and, a worker was stacking shelves and very politely I said, when you have a moment, would you mind opening something? And she goes... Where is it?
Yeah, there's an audible gasp. So they hate it too.
Okay, it's not my fault that you locked everything up and I have to seek you out to open some plastic thing so I can get mouthwash and lotion.
It's not your fault.
And it's ridiculous. Anyway, I took it in stride.
But yeah, the Dwayne Reed has never been staffed enough just to get people through the line.
It's crazy.
Not to mention to open all the cabinets in all the shelves.
Yes. Everything.
Oh, it's bonkers.
Everything is locked up in there, which is wild. And then they were like restocking things and I had a little cart and then they blocked the aisle and I was trying to push the cart through the aisle and then the cart started falling over. So I backed it up and I hit my leg.
What do you mean the cart started falling over?
It was a whole thing and I got really annoyed.
Why was the cart falling
Dwayne
over?
Reed, because he blocked the aisle and I'm trying to push the boxes out of the way with the cart.
Oh, you're using the cart as a battering ram.
That's right.
You're trying to undo his hard work.
Yes. No.
This is why they have to put cages everywhere.
No.
Nobody can be trusted.
His hard
to
work,
walk.
he should have cleared the aisle. You don't just leave things.
Okay.
And I hit myself and I hurt myself and I blamed him for sure. I just stared at him and rubbed my leg.
Okay. And this is why I got a call from the precinct to come pick you up and bail you out.
I thought about complaining about it at the manager, but they were busy.
Okay.
Opening people's lotions and
right.
Anyway, that's not
Credit
my
card.
point.
Credit card is what I use.
paid for the things at the Dwayne Reed with a credit card.
Okay, good.
Okay. But I had a physical representation of payment.
How's that?
I had a card in my hand.
Oh, okay. A
Now-
card to you is money?
Yeah, because it's in my account.
Okay.
Yeah. So I tapped it.
Tapped?
Well,
Tapped and
charges.
left.
Right.
Yeah.
It charges.
Well, I think, the credit card is like the first form of like disassociating yourself from physical money.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Because like
Interesting.
if you actually have to hand over money, you're handing over the money.
Right.
But if you have a credit card, it's just tap and done.
Yeah. Tap
and done.
Now, have you ever tapped your phone and left the store?
No. Never tapped my phone.
Okay, so
I've never signed up the auto payment on any phone I've had.
yeah, right. Now, why?
You know, I don't know if it's a all your eggs in one basket thing.
Okay, I support that decision.
Yeah, I mean, I just feel like the phone does everything. My phone broadcasts literally anywhere in the world. Like, I can call any phone number in the whole world. I don't need it sending a signal of, like, here's my payment.
Yeah.
Here's all my payment information.
It does enough tracking of us, right? It does enough tracking.
I'm not a 5G conspiracy guy.
No.
I don't fear phones. Like, I understand that the airwaves are crisscrossed with radio waves and 4G and 5G and LTE. I don't know why I have a hang up when it comes to like setting up the auto payment thing.
No.
It really doesn't matter.
No, I disagree with you.
Oh,
I do not think that we should be paying with our phones.
You don't think we should pay with our phones?
Well, if you pay with your phone, it shouldn't be the only form of payment that you have.
You got to have some wadded up
You
signals.
gotta have a physical representation of money with you.
But isn't the credit card just another rectangle that like advertises our money?
No. You have to think about that. You have to think about where everyone is in their technological journey on the planet. Okay?
Right. Yes. We have to take into account that there are people that are less mature in the technological era.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
And that not everyone trusts keeping all of their information in their pocket. Okay. I don't have all my information in my pocket.
Okay, now hang on. I have seen your wallet.
Yeah. It's connected. It's all...
You have your... one flap of your cell phone holder is what holds your credit cards.
Okay, but that's slightly different. Because...
What do you mean that's slightly different?
Now, that's actually very funny that you brought that up. And I do keep all of my credit cards next to my phone in a flap in a case.
So you could... When the scanner asks for you to tap, you could just tap your whole phone case and it'll read something in there and it'll pay.
Charge all my cards. It'll charge all my cards for the same
I'll
purchase.
happily charge all of these cards.
Okay, but that's not exactly like, I still have a physical representation of card payment, but if I did, hypothetically, and I were to go eat in a restaurant and have an experience, and then the check comes, a physical check, and then I look at the person with my phone information and I say, no, I'm sorry. I don't take Apple Pay. Sorry, I was two different people in this story.
What are you doing? Yeah, I thought you were the customer.
I jumped back and forth. Hold on. I'll do this again. I'm going to redo it. Okay.
No, wait, I like
this.
Okay, so you're taking Veronique out. You're treating Veronique. And Veronique
Veronique
comes up to the table to take your order.
To take the order. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so Veronique is out to dinner and she gets a physical check from Veronique, the server. Okay. I don't have any other form of payment. How do you
They just walked in with their cell phone?
How do you walk into a place where you're going to make a purchase of some kind and the only way you can make the purchase is by scanning your phone?
How have you, like, you've never ordered food off a food truck? Like, how does she go through life with, like, every place that this Veronique walks into?
This Veronique's wild.
Takes Apple Pay.
She's a wild person that just assumes everyone takes Apple Pay. They don't. I think that's just so bizarre.
Okay. I think you're making this issue a little bigger than it is. Because, I don't use Google Pay. I don't use the phone to do the tap. But I do tap with the credit card.
I do that.
So, like, that's just the next step. Like, I get how the generation below me is just like, I tap my phone for everything. I get, like, it's not confusing to me.
It's confusing to me.
If you were still on the silver standard, like, if you carried pockets of doubloons with you, if you had silver chips that you paid for everything with and didn't understand like how credit cards work, I would get that. But you tap your credit card everywhere you go.
And it's easy because I like not waiting. I like not like...
Oh, you like the convenience of it.
I like the convenience of it, for sure.
I think that Apple Pay uses like the convenience of it.
No, I'm sure. Obviously. But like...
No, and when we had gone out for your birthday, I remember there was not a bill.
Right.
And so I pulled out my cash and you pulled out some cash as well, right?
No.
No, why not?
Because I had cards with me.
Okay, you only brought the one form of payment?
Well, I thought I didn't. I brought multiple cards that could have paid for anything. Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Do you pay any bills with your phone?
No.
No?
I pay on my computer. Or it automatically leaves my account.
Or you have auto pay?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Yeah, that keeps
So
me.
no card, no phone involved. You just were like, take whatever you need.
Take it out on this
grab what you
date.
need right from the account.
Make sure it's all there. Yeah.
Now, your lap, you mentioned you pay bills on your computer.
Yes.
Your computer is an iPad.
I know where you're going with
It's
this.
basically just a large iPhone, right?
I recognize where you're going with this. But my iPad doesn't really leave the apartment very often.
And it doesn't connect to your Venmo.
No, it does. It all can be connected. But the apps that I have on my iPad are not all the apps that I have on my phone. And I have more apps on my phone than I have on my iPad. Separate.
Okay. Yep. I agree. Yep.
Keeping it separate.
Totally agree.
We gotta maintain boundaries. We need to maintain technological boundaries in this day and age.
What information do you not have on your phone? How are you keeping yourself safe?
I don't have my banking app on my phone.
You don't have a banking app on your phone?
No. Well, I have Venmo on my phone, but that's it. That's
okay.
the
And
only
that's
way.
a direct line to your bank account, right?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have your credit card on your phone?
No.
What do you mean? You've never bought something on Amazon from your cell phone?
Yeah, but I know the number. Well, because it's in my. It's like it's in my little sleeve.
That brings up an interesting point. How safe is your brain?
Ooh, I don't think it's very safe.
It's not, because you can't remember a single password.
I know.
How
I
many
saved
passwords
those
do you
too.
have that are just like an old password plus the number 3 or 4?
Okay, don't tell everyone my password. Okay. Well, I was a little trepidatious for the face technology. The face technology.
Yeah.
But I really like it.
Yeah, it's pretty convenient,
It's
isn't it?
super convenient.
This has been a bonus episode of Grumble Goat.
Thanks for listening.
I'm Veronique Hurley.
I'm Matt Labodka. Please subscribe.
You hate when people say, please subscribe.
Grumble, 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 grumble.
Mostly I just steal. I just grab and run.
We did it. We've conquered another one of life's little annoyances. But the truth is, what I really hate is commercials. And I'll wager you do too. And that's why Grumble Goat is proudly commercial-free. But to keep it that way, it takes the support of fellow grumblers like you. If you hate commercials, head on over to our Patreon page and see if becoming a Grumble Kid is right for you. And as always, don't forget to Grumble Goat responsibly and share with a friend.
Grumble, 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 grumble. Pa, 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 pa.